Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 2 of our Genesis Alpha 1 playthrough. Where we left off last time was the exact same spot I'm standing now, and basically we're at a position where I can show you, if we go to a terminal and look up at our stats, we can see that we're using 96 of our available 100 energy. Oh, there's an alien here somewhere. We're using 96 of our 100 energy. To get around that, we need to build a reactor, which needs 5 iron and 2 copper. Unfortunately, the area of space we're in only has a little bit of iron. We've exhausted all the iron that was here, and no copper, so we're not going to be building a reactor anytime soon. We really need to leave the area, but the area does have a plant and some other interesting resources that we should pick up before we do. There are only 2 planets to explore, so hopefully we've got enough storage space without building any more storage space, and we should be able to bleed those planets dry before we move on to the next area. To make that process faster, I will bring in the crew member from the...
Job assigned.
I'll bring in 2 crew members actually, one from the tractor beam and one from the bridge, since the tractor beam's out of commission for now. It's not being used, and also we don't really need anyone scanning local planets because they've been fully scanned. So we'll just wait for our other crew member to arrive, and then has he arrived? Yes, okay, so they both can come with me down to the planet, which will make that whole process faster.
7, 6, 5,
I think.
4,
Are you coming?
3, 2,
Yeah,
1,
okay. About time.
Launch sequence activate.
Some people say this reminds them of No Man's Sky meets Doom. For me, it's kind of like No Man's Sky meets Alien and Aliens. I know someone else who said it's like Dune. I think it's pretty cool that there's all these parallels. This game has a very cool vibe. Any biomass? Yes. Actually, I'm going to look for the plant. Is that a plant? Nope. Looking for a green glowing rock to find the plant that's here. It's possible that one of the other guys has already picked it up, or is that it? That's it? I don't know what 2HC1 means, but it's probably to support a particular type of clone that we haven't made yet. That's it, harvester is full.
9, launch 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Got it. Need some ammo.
Access granted.
We are going to have to make some ammo soon, but we still have enough ammo for a few rounds, so we won't waste our resources just yet. Everything we... out of my way, buddy. Okay, everything we just mined is here. We need a bunch of robots to come in and get it. We can make more robots in a workshop, and we are yet to make a workshop. We need a reactor, and a workshop needs iron and energy. We don't have enough energy. Our priority now is a reactor, and then we probably should, when we move to further areas of space, start thinking about making more clones and then a workshop for some more defensive weapons. And also to make more robots so that this process goes a lot faster than it currently is going. That's why, you can see that's why I put the refinery next to the hangar, because these robots, they take the... well, I should say I put the deposit next to the refinery, because these robots, they take everything to the refinery, to the deposit, which is then used in the refinery. And the closer you have this to the hangar, the faster that process occurs, whilst you've only got a few robots. When you've got a ton of robots, it doesn't really matter, I guess, but still, even then I would do it this way just to make it faster. In fact, I would probably put, next time I play it, I would probably put the deposit right next to the hangar to speed it up even faster. So that's been sped up, and now we can go back to a planet.
Harvester destination set.
9 launch sequence activated. 7.
Get some ammo.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Launch sequence activated.
By the way, clones can get sick, your crew can get sick, and they can get really unhappy. To counter that, we need to build things around the base, around the ship, sorry, that will give them some relaxation, such as a lounge and later on a bar, and I don't know what else there is, but basically you try to add in some entertainment facilities for them. Fortunately, the life forms here are pretty weak. We're in a very, very calm area. In the one game I played before this that I stopped playing once I realised I liked the game, I did arrive in an area where it was a full-on onslaught, so the game can get pretty full-on as far as fighting goes. I don't know if there's a way to increase the amount of materials or resources that the harvester can carry. Right now it fills up pretty quickly. I think that's probably as much as it can ever do. Though I haven't really seen yet if you can upgrade your hangar or the ship in it, so that remains to be determined.
0.
Come on, robots. Oh, by the way, one of those plants we brought back should be ready to plant. That's the one.
New materials have been refined.
That will get planted here. We can speed that process along. Just have to wait. Come on. It says caps preparation, which means press my caps lock, because that's the key I have bound to speed processes up. But it doesn't do anything, so... Hello, Sanchez. Oh well, that's taking too long. What am I doing at the bridge? we want to go back to the remaining planets. Everything picked up? Yep. Okay, we can go back to the planet. This will be the last... What do we got?
Harvester destination.
This will be the last
set.
trip to this planet. Then we'll make a trip to the other planet to get that one little bit of iron ore that's left, and then we'll move on to another area. And hopefully, we'll find some iron and copper, and we can build our reactor. As soon as the area is cleared of resources, turret took care of that. As soon as the area is cleared of resources, your crew will run back on the ship. You don't have to come with them either. We could still be on the ship. They're running back to the ship, so I think that means the area is cleared of resources, or not. There must be more. Here we go. If we collect this biomass, we will eventually be able to use it to make clones. Then cross the streams. Okay, the harvester is full, and I think that probably means we have also get some of this biomass before we leave. Or not. There isn't any. There must be a way to tell when a planet has been fully exploited while you're on the planet. Not 100% sure what that is yet. Maybe in your PDA. I'll check that next time. But for now, it's not really a problem. It's pretty obvious once a planet's been depleted because it tells you in the hangar computer. So we know that planet has been depleted, and now we want to go to this planet to get the last of the iron ore. We can't leave until the robots pick all this up though, so let's go have a look at that new plant. Looks like that's it right there. So what that plant means is our biosphere is improved, but it also means that we have these plants generating these types of atmospheres, which in turn suit certain types of clones. So when we come to making more clones, we'll be able to work, we have to make sure that the clones we make suit the atmosphere that we have, and that we don't make any that don't, because they will die. And that's where we can break down and destroy them. If we want to get rid of one, we could destroy that. If we wanted to maybe plant one that would be suitable to a different type of clone that we wanted to make. But for now, that's our greenhouse, and I think if we're going to do any more planting, it might have to be in another greenhouse. So once again, that reactor is going to be very important to generate more energy. Okay, we're almost good to go. Go get that final bit of ore. It's only one piece of ore, but
Harvester destination.
let's get it.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Launch sequence activated.
Is it? Is that it? Yes. The other thing you can do, even though we're about to use the final resource on this planet, is we could hang around if we wanted to, wait for aliens, and try to collect their biomass. But the life forms here aren't terribly advanced. They don't seem to drop a lot. Maybe we've just been a little unlucky, but let's get out of here. We'll have plenty more life forms once we get to another area.
9,
Launch
8,
sequence activated.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What do you got to tell us,
0.
Jacobs? I love these vinyl record covers that they put up as load screens. Extremely cool. I really like them. What do you got to tell us? Nothing. Just the usual stuff. Okay. Alright, so that's everything. Now we need to go to a new area. We know we don't have the materials to make what we want, which is a reactor, so we're going to have to go and find them.
New materials have been refined.
The object of this game is to find a Genesis candidate, and looks like we've already found one. But the danger is critical, and I'm thinking if we go there, we're probably going to die since we have next to no defenses. So for now, I think we'll skirt around that, and we'll see if we can go to these lower danger areas, just to see if we can build our ship up a little bit more before attempting something that's probably out of our league. Hopefully that won't change once we go to a different location. But let's go to this one.
Warning. Prepare for hyperdrive.
New materials have been refined.
Okay, we're surrounded by danger by the looks. The planets here have already been scanned. See how it says on the right, planets explored 4 of 4, planets explored 5 of 5. We actually haven't explored any of these planets. The only one we have explored is that area there. This area here has not been explored, but we have scanned it, so it will tell you the planets have been explored when they haven't been, but they've been scanned. So I don't think we can actually see... Oh, we can actually look at resources here, I think. Yeah, we can. Okay, so we're looking for iron ore and copper. And it does look like there is copper where we are, but no iron
New
ores.
materials
So
have been refined.
we might allocate a crew member to come up here and do some more scanning.
Job assigned.
Jacobs can come up and do some more scanning, and in the meantime we'll go and see if we can get some of that copper from our tractor beam. Okay, we have an alien infestation. We have to stop that before it gets out of hand and wrecks the ship. In fact, I'm going to allocate somebody... Yeah, we don't need you in the hangar. We need someone in here to take care of that. We also need to check underneath that the infestation hasn't spread throughout the ship. What happens
New
is
materials have been
infestations can
refined.
spread, and when they do, enemies will attack these nodes, and if they destroy those nodes before you can get to them to fix them, they will destroy your ship or the module that those nodes are in, which it can get out of hand very quickly. In my first game, I had a ship almost built.
Survival guide updated.
Wait on.
Your ship is like an ark, and the crew is the most important part of your endeavor. No crew, no Genesis. Improve the crew's DNA and treat them properly, and they will grant success of your mission. Each crew member needs a crew quarter cabin, or they can become sick. Assign crew members to modules to maximize the module's functionality. If you die, you will respawn. New materials have been with all of your abilities and flaws included. As long as crew members are alive, so are you.
Just a general announcement really about crew. There's nothing going on with our crew that we need to worry about at this point, I don't think. I think we're pretty safe on infestation down here too, so You'll notice too how I didn't go down below here. I went down below in the tractor room and I came up in the hangar room. You can make traveling around the ship a lot easier by installing access points. I haven't put any access points in yet because I haven't really had the resources to play with.
New materials have been refined.
I think we're good right now for infestation. Let's hope we are. Okay, where was the copper? Alright, the copper can be beamed aboard, so that's going to be handy. In the meantime, we might go and use the ship to obtain some of these other materials. Hopefully the other materials won't fill our storage up though. But if we do, we can always destroy materials from storage, I believe. So let's go for a trip to a planet. We'll go alone and we'll leave the other guys on the ship to defend it.
Harvester destination set.
10, 9,
New
8,
materials have been refined.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Launch sequence activated.
The risk of going to a planet by yourself is also heightened if you're in a critical area, as the enemies can be pretty tough without support. We haven't encountered any tough enemies so far though, and this is a low risk area, so we should be just fine. There was a plant here. I want to find the plant first. That's not it. That's it.
Life form detected.
Getting plenty of biomass at least. Good idea is to lure the enemies into the range of the turret. Clone sample, so that gives us the ability to, I think that gives us the ability to make a particular type of clone. I think some samples just enhance the type of clone you can get, whilst others are blueprints for certain types of clones. Not 100% sure yet, but I'm sure we'll find out once we get to cloning, which we can't do until we build our reactor, because we don't have the energy we need to build and maintain more crew quarters. Holy cow. Lots of DNA here. They're very much based on facehuggers. Harvester is full, so we gotta leave.
10, 9,
Launch
8,
sequence activated.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Apparently you have to also be careful that aliens don't stow away on your ship or cling to the underside and come into the hangar, which apparently they can. Haven't seen that happen yet, but I'm sure it can happen.
Resource acquired.
So the tractor beam is still beaming in the copper we need. Not seeing any other infestations, so that's good. So we can speed this process up a bit while we're waiting for the ship to be unloaded.
Resource beaming complete. Resources collected. Resource beaming.
Unfortunately, I should have thought to build a workshop earlier, and that way I could have built more robots and had the unloading of our ship in the hangar happen a lot faster, but I guess it doesn't really matter because the one thing with this game that seems to be true is there's always something to do. If you're going a little slow in one area, you can go and you can speed up the process in another area. It's a pretty cool design, really.
Resource beaming complete. Resource acquired.
Right, so that's saying that a Genesis candidate, a second Genesis candidate, has been found by our bridge scanning crew member, and you can see here that in even to have a chance of
New materials have been refined.
settling on these planets, we need a lot more crew. So, despite the fact that we're right next door to one of the Genesis candidates, if we go there, we would almost certainly be killed because it's a much higher risk area, and we have no upgraded shields, no upgraded weapons, nothing like that. But also, we don't have enough crew, and we also don't have a ship's biosphere that will be suitable to the type of crew we need to make the type of improvements to our DNA that we need to survive on these planets. So it looks like we have a hell of a lot to do before we can even entertain the notion of going to one of these Genesis planets that we've already located. In my other game that I played for 2 hours, I never saw a Genesis candidate at all, so I'm extremely tempted to go and have a look, but I know if I do that, it's definitely going to be the end of the game. Yeah, both are also critical areas, so we can't go to either of them. That's fine, we'll just keep persisting until we can upgrade our ship, encounter more aliens to get more blueprints for weaponry. Two sites detected. Now what that means is there are possibly crashed alien vessels or alien graves on this world, 2 of them. And if you go and explore them, it's possible that you might find something special, like something to enhance your ship, or I've never found anything like that. I don't know, I only know what it means. So let's go and have a look and see if we can find an alien artifact.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Launch sequence activated.
This will be interesting. I've never found an alien artifact before. I don't have a clue what I'm looking for. Oh, that looks like a crashed ship right there. Oh, that's cool.
Archives.
Oh, that's cool.
20%.
Oh, that's so sweet. I wonder if it'll keep accessing it.
40%.
I've probably got to go deal with that.
60%.
And the turret took care of it. We don't want to let things get onto our ship.
80%. Deactivating. Accessing archives.
Can't climb the ship.
All phases complete.
Oh, it's a weapon. Acid thrower.
Weapon added.
This rifle fires devastating acid splashes. Meta item. So okay, we're going to have to craft that weapon before we'll be able to use it, I'm pretty sure. Okay, our biotank is full. We really need that. We really need that reactor. And now there was a second. Oh, there's a second crash ship there.
Accessing archives. 20%. Life form detected. 40%. 60%. 80%.
What are we going to get?
Life form detected. All phases complete.
Transmission decontamination A. I don't know what that means. I don't think we can store this biomass anywhere.
Life form detected.
We intercepted a new transmission. Please check your data pad for details.
Okay, let's find out what planet expedition. I don't know what I'm looking
Life
for,
form detected.
and I'm not getting time to look. So what did it want us to look at? There's nothing. Transmissions? Ah, there we go. Decontamination A.
Life form detected.
Shipbuilding blueprint. Alright. I wonder if that means we can build a new type of ship, or if that's a module or a different component of our existing ship. I would hope it's the latter, because we don't really need a new kind of ship. There are a lot of worms here. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Not finished here yet, though. Wow, it's an onslaught. I think next time I better bring a crew member with me. This is taking a long time. Getting a lot of good stuff from this planet though, that's for sure. I'm not sure where we craft ships, new ships. Alright, the harvester is full.
Life form detected.
And we also need to make more ammo. Let's get out of here.
10, 9,
So we need more ammo. We need to
7,
look into
6,
creating
5,
the weapon we just
4,
found. We need to look
3,
into how the
2,
new ship schematic works.
0.
And we need to make some more defenses for our ship. But above and beyond, we need to make, above all else, we need to make a new reactor, because we also need to clone more crew. We also need to make a bigger greenhouse area for the extra plants that we have. And to do that, we still need more iron. And there's no iron here. But we can get the tractor beam bringing in some of the stuff before we leave to go find iron somewhere else.
New materials have been refined. Resource beaming complete.
Oh, which it's already doing. We can just help speed up the process.
Resources collected.
Or not. That must have been the last. Yep, that's the last. So we'll have the tractor beam bringing in lithium, and we can also go and get the lithium from Zerxaman and the resources from Lavenly, and then we'll go to another area and hopefully find some copper there. But that's probably enough for episode 2. We'll do all that and more in episode 3. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.